Okay everyone, so today we are going to work on play dead, and this is the play dead, which is the lay on your side still, so it'll end up looking like Aayla did. Play dead. Yes, good job. Good job. So pretty much essentially it's just to lay on your side and hold still and not move. Free. Good job. Until give it a cue. And so essentially, things you gotta kind of know for this in the first place. So up, you gotta have your down, and then you gotta be able to do your hip flipping, which is really basic. So that just means that you're able to get the dog's hip to flip from side to side, just like that. So you should be able to go from one side to the next. All that is you just take the treat up, and then you just turn it to the side where the opposite side of where you want the hip to go. And then when they do happen to flip the hip, as I call it, or put their hip on their side, with their legs on their side, then you should just reward. And so like right now, Aayla is on her left hip, and then I'll switch her to go to her right hip. Yes. It's just simple as that. So that gets us started into the play dead trick, because you want to be able to manipulate their body. And so the more you can manipulate your dog's body, the better. Especially for tricks like this, you just start slow. If your dog already does roll over or anything like that, it might take a little while. Just don't reward for any other tricks that are not asked for. Like, for example, Ayla's not going to get a reward for doing her play dead trick right now because I didn't ask for it. Ayla, up. Up. Yes. So the next thing you're going to do, so when you get that hip flip, wait, is you're just going to continue to roll the head to the side. Yes, until they start to go down onto their side themselves. And so it's a little hard to show just because Aayla here is good and she's pretty much has it already figured out. Go back, go back, go back. So down, and then turn the treat to the side. And then when they happen to put the shoulder down, I'm going to go ahead and reward then. So Aayla, up, up. So down. Yes. Yes. That's good. Let's do the other side. Yes. Yes. And then when you want your dog to put their head down, so if you're able to get them to go on their side, their heads are up, have them follow the treat as soon as their heads touch the ground. Yes. And go ahead and give it to them. And I figure after a while that, but when you start moving your hand back up, they'll move with your hand. And so sometimes you need to just kind of hold it. And if you have your leave it command like you have, yes. As soon as they start to leave it is when you're going to go ahead. And if they're keeping their head still on the ground, that's when you reward. And then it's pretty simple. After a while, you just expect more and more. So once you're able to go straight from up, hey, up, down, and then they go on their side, wait. So when they do that pretty much on their own, so they know what you're asking, you can start adding the word. So like, for example, I would go like this. So Aayla, play dead. Yes, good job. Up. Aayla, play dead. Yes, good job. And then I like switching back and forth because it gets them to move a little bit. Yes, good job. Look, it's just so you're able to move your dog a little bit more. Some problems, sometimes I had a dog for a while that was never able to get her to stop wagging her tail. It's kind of how picky you want to be. So if you want your dog to be super still, even some moving to like sniff or move their paw, at that point you don't want them doing that. And so you don't only mark when they're holding still. So even if I have the treat out here, Aayla, play dead. Yes. And then you just want to mark for longer and longer periods of time. Sometimes I'll even reward. Yes. So as long as she keeps her head on the ground. Yes. I'll just keep rewarding. Yes. Like that. And then after a while, free. That's pretty much your play dead cue, and then you can start to phase from your stand. So Aayla, up, don't know if she'll do it. We just started working from a stand. Aayla, up, stand. Yes. Okay, go back. Stand. Go back. Good girl. Aayla, plated. Yes, good job. So that's just like a moment of, because she mostly thinks of it as just putting her head down. She hasn't quite connected always the needs to be on her side. So I just wait until she does what I want her to do. And when she does, that's when she gets a reward. Aayla, stand. Back. Plated. Yes, good job. Good job. Okay, up. Stand. Come here. Aayla, plated. Yes, good job. And there, I was actually pretty surprised. She decided to flip onto the right side. You want to make sure you do things equally on either side. I like, because dogs can become very one-sided. They only shake with their left paw and they only turn or spin in a circle to one side or anything like that. I think it's healthy for dogs to be able to do everything on both sides with all legs and whatnot. Just because they can start to develop muscle differences in their different sides of their body if you only do one side or the other. So have fun, keep it light, lots of rewards, and play with your